Ah well, mon nom s'appelle SK, original.
YouTubers, good morning, morning. This is Melissa, the M of the Emanated Bespoke Hairstyles. Are you well? Are you good? Thank you for watching this posting. This posting is all about water and our discovery of the benefits of water. This experience I'm sharing with you is based on our personal experience. So I'm sure other people have or discovered other fantastic benefits of water in relation to African hair. Please share, comment, video response so that we can continue growing and sharing our information all towards fuller hair, more length and more density. If I'm talking quickly, it's because I'm about to start an appointment, but I felt I needed to do this recording now because I don't know whether I'm going to have time by the end of the day. By the end of the day, I am completely knackered. But I want to talk about water. When we first started this business, we started it with a knowledge that we wanted to work towards reducing hair loss within our community, and obviously with the knowledge that we went out and we knew that we needed to get combs, we needed to get oils. We started researching all about oils and best oils to use and things like that. And as we learn, we share. So this information that I'm sharing with you is just based on our personal experience because we work with so many different African hair types. We're discovering more and more things that you might find useful. But please be aware, when I give you this information, it's for you to take and apply it in your own way to your hair. Because where some people need more of something, other people's hair needs less of that. But it's up to you to discover how much you need of something like water. Water, I'm finding, is just crucial for our African hair to grow full, glossy, with the length. It just does the job. Um, so when you want to, even for my locks, when I want to oil my hair, I don't bother applying an oil. Let me just show you. Um, like an oil like this is castor oil. Um, I don't apply, this is pure castor oil, that's why it's in this color bottle. And I wouldn't apply it now directly to my scalp like that. I would put it in a Spritz bottle like this, and I would have water and then the castor oil. Now, let me explain how it works. Our hair loves water. So what we're trying to do, because when our hair is hydrated, there is a softness to it, there's a glossiness to it, it's healthier. Um, and when I talk about water, I'm not just talking about tap water, I'm talking about bottled water, like mineral water. And because tap water can be quite hard on our strands. And we know tap water, well, in the UK, I'm talking about Essex water as well. In the UK, water can be quite hard. So the idea is use water that's a bit softer. And if you're in a country where the water is soft, great, you could just use tap water. But for us, I would suggest using bottled water. Now, what we're trying to do is keep our strands hydrated, and we're trying to keep the moisture in our hair because water is fantastic for African hair on every level, whether we're drinking it, whether we're using it to style our hair, whether we're using it to keep our hair conditioned, whether we're using it to unpick our hair. Water is fantastic to moisturize. It's just great for our hair. So you have to get your head around the fact that your hair shrinks, because it's fine, because when your hair shrunken, that's when it's at its healthiest. And whilst wet, you can still encourage your hair to have the length, but it will be a healthy size. So as long as you get over the fact that you're not kind of like thinking, oh, I need the length, and you're like, I'm more about body and fullness, then you would find this posting useful. But bear in mind, when you stretch your hair and you stretch your hair dry and it's blow dry, all that, yes, you get the length, but the strength of that strand has been weakened. Because when our hair is coiled and shrunken, that's when it's at its most healthiest. So let me explain. When I want to oil my hair, I would put a little bit of oil in the spritz bottle, and I would put and please just work against your hair type. Where I would put a quarter, you might need a half. You might find that more beneficial to you. So you're putting a little bit of oil and a lot of water. And then when I spray it, because of the way my locks form anyway, even Afro hair, it's easier to disperse when you've got water in your mix. You just open up, spray, 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 and that's it. It's already dispersed, and then you kind of shake it in, and that's all you have to do. So when conditioning your hair, I would suggest a little bit of oil and some water, and you decide what the measurement is. That helps your strands and your locks retain the water and keep the water trapped into the lock. That's what the oil does. It glosses your hair. I normally say glossifies your hair, the oil, but also what it does is, and it depends on your strands, it helps trap the oil into, it helps trap the water into your strands. Your job is to find out, does castor oil do it better? I.e., is it more long lasting when I use castor oil? Is it more long lasting when I use your jojoba? Is it long lasting when I use, you know, I'm talking about the carrier oils, the almond oil. Sorry, I'm talking about the base oils as well, more. And a base oil is like almond oil, olive oil, castor oil. A carrier oil is something like rosehip, and an essential oil is something like lavender or peppermint. But you'll work on base oils. So I'm talking about the castor oil, the coconut oil, the jojoba, the avocado. Those are the oils you should be working with when conditioning your hair. And you can decide to mix the oil, but the most important thing is water. Work out which oil best suits your hair type and how much water. Are you somebody who needs more water or less water in your mix? And that is it. Now, let me just tell you what's in my Spritz mix today. This is just purely water, and I brewed some lavender, and I discovered lavender, it's the leaf that has the scent and not the purple flowers. And I don't know why lavender comes in a purple color, because this is how it's brewed. When it's brewed, it just looks like tea. Literally, that's all there's in this bottle. Water, brewed lavender. That's it. So sometimes I just want water and nothing else, and I use it for clients' hair and I use it for mine. This has got butter shine. See how much water I've got, and you can see the butter shine at the top, because the butter shine gives gloss. And this is from Belinda's BeUnique. I'll put her contact details along this posting at some point. But water and butter shine, because then you get the gloss as well from the butter shine, and it also helps trap water to your locks. I would also do the same with moisture custard. I'd put water and the moisture custard. This is from the same vendor, so I will put Belinda's contact details. And this is the spritz that I've recently used and I've absolutely loved, and it's TLC's. The label's kind of coming off, but it's grapefruit and hibiscus hydrating hair spritz. It's great. So if you don't want to do your own mix, you can order it from TLC Naturals, or Almond Avocado as well sells, there has a range of spritz mix, and I'll put Almond Avocado details as well at the end of this posting. So the message is, when you want to unpick your hair, I've done a posting on that, use water. Mix it with a leave-in conditioner and water, and unravel your hair from wet. Try it. You might find that I'm wrong, and you might find dry is better for you, but it's just an idea, because it works for me when I work with hair unraveling, and also like my daughter's hair. But I know that there's some people who cannot work with their hair wet, and that's fine. As long as what we're trying to do is retain length, and what we're finding is you're suffering hair loss when you're unpicking your hair. So if you unravel it from wet and start from the tip, it means you're retaining more length. If when we're parting your hair, we are putting water in to soften the hair, and so we're not doing it on dry, it means the strands aren't being broken. It means that we're retaining length and we're retaining density. When I'm locking a client's hair, I would use water, because it means I'm not breaking the strands, and it's not it just feels better when the hair is wet and the hair is being locked, basically. So Therapeutically, water works for us. Internally, water works for us. Externally, when styling our hair and unraveling our hair and even conditioning our hair, water works for us. And that is what I've discovered. I've got another spritz mix with just coconut in it and some water. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you. More water onto your African hair is the secret. It helps your hair grow. And I'm bearing in mind that other people have completely different experiences and might not find this information useful. But as I'm getting feedback, I'm finding a lot of us with our African hair love water. Thank you so much for watching this posting, and share, put your comments, and just stay connected. More information to share. As soon as I get the opportunity to, I'll do another posting. Stay blessed and take care of you. I also wanted to add, if you're somebody who is suffering or struggling with shampoos, and I'm even including Sisterlocks people, if you've been struggling with shampoos, have you tried just washing your hair with water? We have a client who that's what they do. They have Sisterlocks, and they've recently discovered the benefits of just using water to wash their hair. Make sure it's lukewarm and just rinse your hair with from warm and see whether your hair will feel cleansed. And the reason why I'm sharing this is recently my week was up to wash my hair, and I just felt the urge to just use water, and I had it on lukewarm, and I literally did the usual regime, started with my scalp, used my hand and rubbed my scalp, cleansed it, and then again I washed my locks, and water did the job. And I'm up for washing my hair in the next few days, and it still feels fine. It still feels clean. So maybe try that. If you're struggling with your shampoo, just see whether water does the job, because it works for some people.
Ah well, mon nom s'appelle SK, original, featuring Ada, lawyer entertainment present, yeah, Stylist Naturals. On y va.
Tout le monde est présenté, vos chansons s'il vous plaît, voici votre SK Blinks original, featuring Ada. Afrique, balancez, balancez, Afrique, bougez, bougez, Afrique, balancez, balancez.